Well, hey everybody, welcome in Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Hello, darlings. Welcome to the weekend. Hope you're doing well. I want to do a little bit of a different spread because I'm looking at what's coming next in love and money, and this can be for singles. If this resonates for you and you're in relationship, that's fine. Just take whatever resonates. You know the drill, and leave what doesn't. I am going to be doing a specific person for who is next in your life, and also your relationship to money. I have my little spread here that I made up last night. I am going to be looking in the extended at true intentions, true feelings of this person. What's this relationship all about? And if you don't like it, what you can do. Same goes for money. Okay, we're going to look at your money as well. All right, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. On Sunday, I'm going to put up an air, fire, earth, water reading for career specifically, and that's going to be about sun sign and north node. So it's not Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, it's Sun and north node. So if you don't know what your north node is, now's your chance to look that up. Your north node is the energy that you're here to embrace, what you're here to learn in this lifetime, where you're here to grow. Check out astro-charts.com. I don't have any affiliation with them, but I really like very simple and clean how they do the charts, and they do show the north node on your chart. So hey, in Vedic, if you follow Vedic, it is your Rahu and Ketu we're talking about. Your Rahu is north node in Western. All right, so let's see where we go. This is about who's your next person. All about relationship and all about your relationship to money too. Mostly because Venus is in retrograde. I'm doing this because Venus is in retrograde, and Venus comes out of retrograde June 25th. So there can be closure on old relationships, and relationships can be having a new beginning. Likely in the retrograde, it's probably not going to happen, but soon thereafter. Okay? Owl spirit, you can see clearly now. Seahorse, watch and wait. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why we're doing this, because I want to give you a little running start here, because for those of you not in relationship, once Venus pops back into going direct, be peace, things are likely to move. Okay, my darlings? So you could be getting closure right now in this Venus retrograde. Like I said, old relationships coming to a close, things ending, getting closure. Not just, the relationship could have ended a long time ago, but getting closure about it is something that can kind of hang people up. So either you're giving yourself closure or you're getting closure in some meaningful way. Okay? All right, so let's see. This is a different kind of spread than I normally do, so I'll lay it out and then I'll explain it to you. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Feel free to swap around the energies. As always, I could be talking to a cross watcher, so just be mindful, because this is a general reading. All of those things can be happening at the same time. Kind of amazing how that works. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so 2 cards for you. Okay, wow. 2 cards for you. Like I said, I'll lay it out and then I'll talk you through it. Wow, look at that. 5 of coins, King of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. For the other person, this is the person who is your next person. 9 of Wands, 7 of Cups. Let's look at initial relationship. Initial relationship. And now I'm going to look at money here for 1 second. What's going on for money? Hierophant, 6 of Cups. Oh, that's interesting. And initial relationship here, Star, and wow. Okay, so here we go. So this is for you here. Here's where you are. 5 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you can have some problems with money, but you can feel like the luckiest person on the planet. You can also be somebody who is actively blocking money from coming in, even though you're the King of Pentacles. You could be actively blocking it from coming in. You could be actively seeking stability through another person and not yourself. That can be something that is an issue and something we're going to look at down here. This does feel to me like what you're doing, it's a very interesting thing. It's like what you're doing with your career or with your money or with love or whatever is keeping you on the outside looking in, even though you're King of Pentacles. All right, even though you're eminently qualified and you have all the things that a partner would want in love, all the things that you need for creating a very satisfying relationship with money, for some reason you're keeping yourself on the outside. You could also be somebody who is interested in somebody else taking the reins of money. I don't want to deal with it. It's not my thing. I'm not good at it. How do you know that? Because you've been told that your whole life. You could also feel that way about relationships, that it's not that you're not in charge or in control of yourself. It's just that you feel like you're getting a raw deal in relationships. You always feel like you're not getting what you deserve. And that's an issue. And okay, so now that's you here. That's you. Let's look at the other person. The person that's coming in for you, the next person, is someone who has a little bit of confusion about what they want, not really sure. They do have some baggage they need to work on. They are looking right at you, though, the Nine of Wands. This can be something that really is very powerful. This relationship can be very, very powerful. I feel like because you both may have some situations in your life, whether it's your money or it's your belief about love or relationships, that needs a lot of work. Okay, this is something that together, this can be a good thing. The thing is that this person is very persistent, okay? Persistent, consistent. They do have a lot of confusion, though, about what it is they're looking for, what it is they want. I do feel like, though, that you fit the bill in a lot of ways. I feel like they're looking right at King of Pentacles here. You see how this is looking? The Nine of Wands looking directly at King of Pentacles, although you may not feel up to the challenge of being King of Pentacles in this relationship. This relationship may have some kind of challenge around who makes the money or who doesn't make the money, or balancing money. You might have different ideas around money. It's interesting how this is coming out. I also feel like you might be someone who, in relationship, is all about giving time, or time is important. Spending time with this person is important, or spending time with love is important. The Nine of Wands doesn't really have a solid philosophy yet because they're Seven of Cups. So the initial part of this relationship is putting down the baggage, putting down the burdens around money, and growing in confidence. I feel like both of you will have a great connection in terms of building each other's confidence, or you're building your confidence, they're building their confidence, because you guys are able to see each other. The King of Pentacles looks right at the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands looks right at the King of Pentacles. You see each other, but these two things on the outside make me feel like there's some significant issues to work on in terms of your own stability. Both can be, the Five of Pentacles can be a lack of stability, but the Seven of Cups can also be a lack of stability because it's, I'm not sure what I want, right? So you guys can have that together, that you sort of help each other, support each other in building confidence, building money, building stability. And you may have a tendency to, this could be a lot of work, okay? This could be a lot of work and effort. But I also feel like it breeds confidence. The two of you together sort of help each other. Help each other get to peace, help each other get stable, help each other figure out what they want. It's like you're listening to each other's communication. Okay? So another interesting part of this is about the relationship to money. Can be very childish, can be very much a, well, there's one person who deals with the money in the family, very traditional. look at money, and also a very immature look at money. So traditional, immature, that's kind of not a good combination, okay? But this is the relationship here. It's almost like there's no talking about it. We don't talk about it. We don't discuss it. Healing needs to take place around money, around the issue of money in particular. Because I do feel like the traditional nature of this connection, it's like it goes without saying. It's like a belief. It's a belief that is held without any conversation about it. And so when you get into the relationship and all of a sudden you run afoul of what the other person believes around money, it can kind of blindside you. It can be like, oh, wait a second. I didn't realize that you had this view of money of like, you're feeling a poverty consciousness, but yet you're capable of King of Pentacles. So why aren't you doing it? It could be immature, right? That could be immature. This person could have a very traditional look at money in relationships because they don't know what they want. They want the other person to tell them what they want. So you can have this kind of situation going on, and that dynamic is something that this relationship, this is the reason this relationship is existing, is to help you nurture, work through this. We're going to look at also what else this relationship is all about, okay? But clearly, money and stability and how money works in a relationship and how, where's love here, okay? Because I'm seeing a lot of, this is a very, maybe a traditional look at partnership, like, you know, it is kind of a business deal, okay? Because when you marry somebody, there's this, you know, these laws and everything about community property and all this kind of stuff. And so you can't deal with a relationship that's moving toward commitment, which I feel this is. I feel like this is a very powerful connection for both of you because you're able to heal some very old wounds with this relationship. And it's not, let me just say this, it's not the other person's responsibility to heal anything for you, okay? They're not really doing anything. They're not like actively trying to heal you, or you're not actively trying to heal them. But by watching them and by seeing what they're doing, it's reflecting back to you lessons you need to learn. This is a very strong soulmate connection, okay? I do see here, I see Pisces and another Aquarius, and I see all the earth signs, right? Taurus is here, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So there can be this clash, a little bit of a clash, but I feel like it's not, clash is too strong a word. A difference of opinion, right? There's this very philosophical opinion, and then there's this very down-to-earth opinion. Okay, I'm going to even double that because of Hierophant. And that could be, this is like a heads up, that could be a source of an issue in the relationship, okay? That could be something that you need to look at and see clearly. See this person more clearly. That's kind of the lesson here. I do feel like you're very attracted to each other. It's like magnetic. I feel like this person who is coming toward you, they look like they're coming toward you. They also have some confusion. It could be like childhood fantasies about what relationship is or about how it works. That's something that's also needing to be worked on. This is going to be a very important relationship for healing the wounds of childhood so that positive progress can be made as an adult. You guys are very important to each other. The codependency piece here is to be, it's important that you take responsibility for the healing, so that if you're looking for this person to make all the money, instead reframe that for yourself. I'm looking to this person to show me how to deal with money better. This person can be looking to this person about how to deal with my own shame around how much money I make or how little money I make or something like that. About it's a lack mentality. That puts me back in a traditional role here of there's only so much to go around and there's only enough pie, there's only so many slices in a pie. And I think you're connecting here with the Pisces and the Aquarius. The philosophy around money, right? Aquarius is big picture thinking, like what's best for all is best for one. And then the high priestess, it has their own personal philosophy around it. There might not be, what might need to happen here is a lot more conversation about just some of these issues that I'm talking about, okay? So I will look at another Aquarius here, but the earth signs and Pisces seem to be here. In the extended, I'm going to look at true intentions, true feelings, what this relationship is all about, like in terms of how it matures. And what if anything, can you do if you don't like this? We will look at timing too about when this shows up. Okay. All right, my darlings. Link is below. Air sign, June 13th through the 15th. See you over there.